Okay, I know I have a job number for this, but I can't remember what it is. This is called Collins Junction. This is for one of my new contacts. His name's Josh Jansen with Coast Equity Partners. I've been referred to Josh from a friend of mine, Jeff Samdahl. We did the Morning Run Apartments in Monroe, and Coast Equity Partners hired them to get all that work done. So we're really on good standing with Coast Equity Partners right now. So I came out here, met with Josh for the first time, and we're putting a ROM together, a rough order of magnitude, some pricing that needs to be done. We don't know if the city is going to approve this in 3 months or a year from now or 2 years. I'm willing to bet it's going to be about 2 years. So we just need to get some rough pricing together so that way Josh has something to turn in tomorrow. So do not feel like you need to have this totally dialed in, because I'm not going to have it. I'm going to have rough ideas, because that's what it's called. It's just a rough order of magnitude. All right, so in this whole area here, the city is going to end up changing this to a main road that comes through, and it's an easement shared with this property and this property. Well, Josh manages this property with Coast Equity. So what I'm going to do is give a price to potentially, I don't have sidewalk plugged in here yet, but I might. I'll do some sidewalk. You know what? I'm not going to do the sidewalk yet. I'm going to do some demo of an island here, do some demo of some grass over here. We'll do some demo, some asphalt, and then we're going to put back some asphalt, put in some extruded curbing, and then finish this thing off with some striping. Up in here, I'll probably provide an area for area number 2, which is access option A. There's access option B as well. There's going to be some excavation involved on these 2 areas. So it'll be interesting, but like I said, rough pricing. So I'm walking out to the entrance here. As you saw on the map, there's the easement right here in the middle. That's the other property. Here's Collins Junction. There's option A and option B down there at the far end. Okay, this is the main street, as you saw on the map. We're not really doing anything down there, and we're not doing anything right here at the time. What we have to do, though, is we have to rip out this island here and dispose of the shrubs here. A couple roadies and whatnot, so we're gonna have to rip those out. We'll probably end up saw cutting around this island a couple feet because of the roots. I would imagine when we yank these out, it's going to cause some damage around here. So I'll end up giving a dimension to demo this area. We'll put most of it back as asphalt just to cover costs. And then we're going to put in this island that I showed you on the aerial map, where it's kind of designed to go all the way around and then come back out here to the main road. I'm going to have the notes in on Workman's dashboard. Actually, all my notes will be on one sheet of paper and saved in Google Drive. It's going to include this demo. It's going to include the putting back of asphalt and curbing. It's going to include some grinding of this existing striping in here, because they're going to put about 8 or 9 stalls facing the curb like this. And then this will be kind of a turn through, little drive through area. All right, so that's going to be on the paperwork. Over here, I'm going to have demo. So we'll do excavation on this area right here. That's grass. The idea is we're going to turn this into parking right here. So we'll have curbing running right off the corner here, back and over. Okay, so we'll demo out the curb, the shrubs, all the grass and the dirt, all the landscaping there. We'll just demo all that out. We'll put new asphalt in this section right here. and then we'll run curbing. I'll have those quantities in there. I'll have grinding of striping on this, and then we'll have layout of 4 new parking stalls in this area. That curbing I talked about, we'll demo this curbing out of here. We'll run new curbing down, and then coming out this way, we'll end up doing an island that goes around and ties in right there. So what we'll end up doing here is not only will we excavate this curbing around the corner to the speed bump, but we'll also excavate the asphalt in this area. I'll have a dimension on that, and then I'll do new curbing that goes along the edge, around, over to there, and then out to the sidewalk there. And then of course we'll have striping plugged in on this for about 4 stalls. So demo here, new curbing, new asphalt, new striping layout. Okay, down in this area, this option, that option A and option B, there's a dog park that's down there. We'll basically be giving some pricing to put in a little roadway that goes right there for option B, and then way up there it'll be option A, cutting through that landscaped area. And we're just going to put a rough big price on there, so that way Josh can take it back to the city and the owners tomorrow to kind of give them an idea if this whole thing's going to be like a $50,000 or $60,000 project. Is it going to be a $20,000 project in here? I'm guessing this whole area in here that we were talking about might be between 20 and 30 grand maybe. And if we add that area all up in that area, it's probably going to bump this job up to 60 to 70,000, something like that. All right. Okay, this is a second video to job 26605. This is called Collins Junction Apartments. We're giving a rough order of magnitude, or ROM, to Coast Equity Partners. These guys work with Jeff Samdahl at True North, and now we're getting an opportunity to work direct with these guys, thanks to Jeff Samdahl. Okay, so again, this is very, very rough. So we are not being competitive on this price. We're just trying to give some numbers to Josh Jansen, so that way he can take it to the city and he can take it to the owners to let them know this is what's going to happen on this project. Currently the parking lot looks like this, where it comes in and you can turn in, you know, drive all the way around, and this is the entire property. Well, right in the middle here is a group of trees, and what they're hoping to do is at this intersection turn this into a main street that comes through. So that means this easement's going to be shared by this property and this property that's managed by Coast Equity Partners. So they drew in some yellow lines showing what would happen in the future potentially. This road that comes in right here is going to get moved over here. All these trees will come out, the road will go this way, and then you'll have access into the backside of their property here or here, and then of course right here. So right now there's parking here and there's parking here, and now they want to turn this into an entry that comes here, and then you can drive in this way instead of parking in those stalls, and then there would be parking stalls right here. This is a better example because it shows where the stalls would end up going. They'll end up going there, and they'll end up going there, making this a little bit bigger and then flipping this around. So rough numbers, we just need very rough. You don't need to be competitive on this at all. All right, so the first thing is the removal. In my first video, I showed a bunch of dirt and grass getting removed here, and I showed an island that's right here in the middle getting removed. So this removal, there's really no asphalt removal at this point, but we do have dirt and grass, about 8-inch depth. We've got 18 by 20 and 6 by 45 that we would have to excavate, okay? And then there'll be roughly about 140 feet of curb that we would have to remove. This location here and then this island, okay? Placement, we need to put in 6 by 8-inch curb. I figured 85 feet in one area and 260 feet in another. This would be 85 feet here, and then doing this new configuration, I plugged in about 260 feet of 6 by 8-inch curb. All right. We'll need to put in about $600 for a grinder rental so that we can grind off the stall striping that's right here. Here's a better look at it right there. And then all we have left is striping. So the striping will be 4 stalls here, 18 feet long, and then roughly about 8 stalls here that are 18 feet long. And that basically is it for now to do this area. I told him it would maybe be somewhere around 20 grand to, you know, take out this island, take out that area, put in some new asphalt right there, put in asphalt on there. Oh, I forgot to tell you that. Placement, 3 inches of asphalt, 20 by 16 and 40 by 8. This would be the 40 by 8. We would patch in the island that's there, and then we would patch in the dirt area. As far as crushed rock, we'll want to throw crushed rock in there. So let's go with 2 inches of rock here, 2 inches of rock there, which would also be 20 by 16 and 40 by 8. Okay. So now we got a little bit of rock in there. We've got some asphalt to patch that up. We'll grind off the old stall lines, and then we'll put in the new layout for the 4 stalls here and the 8 stalls over here. This area that's up in here, you've got a dog park that's right here. So let's look at this map instead. Okay, I had to scroll up here a little bit. So let's figure that on our quote. Just give me, I probably won't even, we don't have to figure this into a spreadsheet. I'm just gonna tell him, if we go with option B, he's probably looking at another, 15 grand here. Or if they do this option over here, they're probably looking at 15 grand there. There'll be a lot of extra stuff, like asphalt work and all that, but we don't need to worry about that right now because the city is going to have to figure out all this demo and whatnot. But this is to get them started on how it'll affect their entrance here in this particular area. All the rest of this will be figured out later on. Okay, so Jamie, I will talk to you tomorrow about it because this is due tomorrow. He needs to turn this in on Monday, and we're doing this guy a huge favor by giving him some rough numbers, inflated numbers, and we definitely want to be the go-to company for Coast Equity Partners because they've got some great projects, and they will just go to us. That's basically how he put it today. He's seen our work, he loves our work, and he wants to just work with us. So let's make it happen. Thanks.